What's up, everybody? Hey, so first and foremost, I want to give a big thank you to everyone that gave me genuine candid advice, feedback, to help me improve my kit setup. I really do go to the drawing board, and test things out. I've done rope climbs, wall jumps, running kit runs, full kit rucks. I'm big on that. Going out and going through weird up and down hills and stuff of that nature, kind of crawling, going through draws, especially really vegetated areas. And this is what I'm at right now. Okay. Again, you can always just direct mount pouches to a IOTV, MSV, so on and so forth. But right now, my issued IOTV is not available. Right. I already have that pretty much set up. But I'm really interested in trying to just make this IOTV work, especially when I hear about soldiers out there that are being, for lack of a better word, forced by SOP to use their what's called TAPs. Okay, so I'm really just testing this out to try and make the best of it. And it's not that bad. Okay, just me personally. All right. So obviously, looking at it, I don't have any pouches up front. Right. I removed all pouches on the front. The only exception is if, let's say, I wasn't running a belt kit and I needed a dump pouch, I would put a dump pouch something like this, and fold up, nice and small like this. I'll put it and attach it right here, okay, on the far left side. But obviously, I am running belt kit right now, so I don't need the dump pouch on here, okay. And what that is if you try to climb stuff or go over walls, or you're trying to get in and out of small spaces, anything that's kind of protruding out from this, it's gonna catch. Okay, so that was kind of my goal. I mean, if I could, I'm almost tempted to even just cut these straps off that are over here. But I've also found a way to use it for something else, which I'll show you in a bit. But essentially, my goal is as thin as possible, right? And this is where I'm at. And I know looking at it, you might see hey man, it still looks kind of bulky, bro. I got you. Okay, look, I have a radio on the left side. I got two tourniquets, right, over here in these pockets. And then I got 4 magazines up front. Okay. And then the magazines are being held by these S-Tac Kiwi Talls. Big proponent of them. Stay tuned if you want to see what it looks like when I turn this thing upside down and shake it, and literally nothing's going to fall out because of the way it's set up. But look, okay, this is the TAPS panel, right? This right here is my plate carrier, right? Okay. This would be a typical standard, double stack mag kind of setup, right? This is from T-Rex Arms, their triple flap. Okay. If I put this against, okay, I'm literally putting it against the plate carrier right now, and I turn to the side, you can see it is not protruding anymore. It's actually, the double mags are actually protruding a little bit more than it would, okay? If I was to take out, let's say I was just 3. You gotta see it to believe it, I guess, okay? So this is just 3 magazines, okay? Again, I'm pushing it against the plate. If you look, I don't know how easy it is to tell, but it's basically the same plane, okay? So it's no different than if I have the TAPs or I don't have the TAPs, okay? So that's not an issue. Bulk arm is not an issue, okay? I'll put that over there. All right, so again, something else that I've done, if you notice, what the heck is this thing on the back? It's a Core Performance ice plate backpack thing, which basically is a CamelBak, except instead of it being this, soft, easy to blow up when you land on it, which I've actually blown up. I've even blown up a Seaburn CamelBak now by falling on it. Yeah, I was all right, I need something that's hard, something that's not going to get destroyed. And I found that this was the only company that was doing it. I think that that's their selling point. Okay, so it's a hard plastic shell for a water reservoir in there, and it's in the shape of a body armor plate. So it melds to your actual plates, right? So it can sit on there and it's not gonna roll. A lot of the big benefits of doing something like that is that when you throw a pack over the top, like even in a salt pack, an assault pack with a full camelback it's gonna slide. It's gonna do all kinds of stuff. If you ever throw a pack over a camelback, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's not fun. All right, it makes you really want to take the camelback off and just throw it in the pack, which is fine too. Like that's cool. I was trying to just find a way to reduce straps, and also the Y strap for the tap sucks. So I wanted to get something like this. Okay. But yeah, so before getting into other stuff, what is this, right? You guys seen it before, probably on a previous video. Super bulky thing. I was just testing something out, right? The question was, if I wanted to add a dangler to this tap setup, how would I do it? Right now on the market, there isn't a lot of options for malleable danglers. I think Spirited Systems probably sells like one of the main ones where it's the little thing, but I don't really like that personally. Okay, but I started thinking, okay, a lot of people wear fanny packs, so on and so forth. All you can do is you can take these straps that come with the taps itself, right? I rerouted it to come forward, okay? And they're just essentially 1-inch buckles, okay? They go in the back and typically attached to the Y strap instead, okay? And right here, okay? And then you just connect it to, these little buckles. You can just attach these buckles to something like this. Or if you have, again, you have a fanny, a big fanny or whatever kind of fanny packs they have out there. Now I can have a fanny pack. Okay, this is as needed thing, right? Say you're a medic and you need to carry extra medical supplies. You're a breacher and you got to carry demo, and you can route things, all kinds of stuff, right? This is on you. Again, super floppy. I understand you can tighten this thing down, right? The straps, and do work that way. So again, that's just an option. I don't personally need it because I just don't. But I figured, hey, if we're gonna do this, go all the way and figure out all the stuff that people may or may not need. Okay. All right. So there's that, right? Kind of like show it's not really flopping anywhere. Obviously, these straps are normally a stone, so y'all can see right there that strap. Right there. You put them in these little webbing retainers, strap it down, and then the excess can go in the other webbing retainer like this. And it's out of the way for the most part. Alright, you guys can forgive me, right, for this one strap. I just have issues stuck in it. Alright, so, okay, I'm going to take this off now, right? So this is how I take it off. I can loosen these out, okay? Again, it's four points of attachment on the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my plate carrier, right? If this was an IoT MSB, just unclip the buckle. Okay, and there you have it. That's it off my body. Take these out of the way, okay? And, clip this in. Right there. That. And right here. Right here. And then I'll just, tighten this down. Keep that buckle in there. What I'm probably going to do is switch out. There's a elastic portion that kind of attaches the this bottom strap. It's directly from the IcePlate EXO Gen 3, whatever they want to call it, backpack. Goes to the front. I'm probably going to just change it out and actually make it another clip buckle just like this one. Okay, but this is what it looks like, right? Okay. All in all, okay. IFAK, comms, 4 magazines. If I needed to add more magazines, I could put one in here, right? This pocket. You could also put another one in here. Right now, like I have the belt kit. Right? So I can just draw straight from there. Okay. Now, again, showed you guys earlier. or I flip this thing upside down. Nothing's falling out. Right, everything's secured. Don't have issues with that. Able to mount a little UD carrier, but if you had the Standard Army issue, you could just mount it the same way. This is just kind of a placeholder. And again, this radio right here. It's a replica made by a company called Exodus Communications. It's a 152 replica. Okay. I haven't worked out specifically what type of PTT and how I would mount it, but if so far right now what I've been testing is it would go kind of right here on the actual core performance thing. I'm gonna take this off so I can show you guys what it looks like. So there's that. I'll clip over here so it's looser. Right. Alright. So yeah, and again I have this little dual-sided Velcro. It's attached to the back of the panel, and then it kind of hooks in here and it helps hold this thing in place. Okay, so now this is a chest rig, right? And it's still holding all the same equipment that I would need if I was armored or not. All right, we'll go throw this on. Okay. So now I have essentially this chest rig set up. Right, if I have a belt kit, if I don't have a belt kit, right, it changes things. Okay. Obviously, it's a little bit loose when I don't have body armor on. I would just tighten all my straps down to where it has a chest rig on its own. Okay, if that's what your requirements are. Very comfortable, right? Once everything is tightened down and all that stuff. It's great little rig, great little setup. Okay. I'll briefly talk about the belt kit. How you could make it work for you. Right, so there's different belt kits that are out there, right? Like you have the standard the inner belt, outer belt system for gun belts and stuff like that. I have one. Again, it's with my LTV. It's not available. Use it. One thing that I've noticed is that they're not comfortable for long periods of time. Like when we start talking about like 48 hours plus, and the reasoning is for me personally is it starts to like bind and roll. And maybe that's just my body type, maybe whatever, right? Like everyone has different physiology. So that's kind of initially why I started looking at these padded belts. Some of the negatives of a padded belt, specifically this one, I haven't looked deep enough to see, but this is not a low braided belt, right? So like if you're doing a lot of helo operations or things of that nature where you got to hook in, this is not really a viable option. Maybe someone will come up with that or come out with something like that. That's pretty cool, but yeah, it's really not that different from the one that the Army's issuing now with the M7s. I get that it looks bulky, I understand, but in use, like this pouch at least on the far side, it's not wider than my arm. So if I'm going through an area, it's not wider than my shoulders. And I understand that there might be stuff over here, and you can move your hips and all that, but again, this is like one of those options. Which still testing it, still trying to see how it works, so on and so forth. I really have this. I really like this pouch in general because it's good for like if you need to store nods and things of that nature. You can put it in here. It's padded. That's what it's called. Saw padded utility pouch. It's got a little tie down. Great little pouch. But yeah. And then this holster, I'm still testing it. So far, I like it. It's from a company called Wild Custom Gear. You're able to adjust like what size pistol it is. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I put this, but you can imagine you could have like a Glock 17 or larger pistols in this holster. You just gotta adjust the sizing. So far, the only thing that I haven't been able to put in it would be like a flux raider type little PCC thing. That doesn't fit, but who knows? Maybe with some modifications it can work. But yeah, nothing in here. All I got in this is a what's it called? An empty Nalgene bottle, and the only reason the empty Nalgene bottle is in there is, let's say I'm gonna do a ruck. Okay, like this, right here. Right. So the ruck is able to sit on the Nalgene bottle. Right. Let's strap that down. And now the weight is on my hips, right? Like, I don't know if you can tell, but my shoulders. Really great ruck. It's not the standard issue ruck. I have my Molly 4K somewhere. It's all messed up right now from overuse. Everything's broken on it. Gotta get DX. But yeah, this is the full kit setup. And again, I get it. Like, who is this guy? What the hell does he know? Why is he here talking about this stuff? I'm just trying to make things as best as I possibly can, man. Because I genuinely feel like if things would get crazy, man, I want to make sure that at least my kit is not going to be the reason why, you know, things are going to be more difficult, right? So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what y'all think. Good, bad, indifferent. Yeah. Peace.